My name is Debbie Jones-Snyders and I'm from the Hopedale Presbyterian Church. I'm delighted to welcome family and children to our church school. Our story today is Noah and the Ark from Mission Bible Class with the images by Sweet Publishing and Free Bible Images. We have some coloring pictures for you. We have 2 crafts for you and a variety of other activities. Noah and the Ark. We're going to learn about a time when the whole earth was covered with water. God told a man how to build a big floating ark out of wood. And this story is recorded in the first book of the Bible, and which is Genesis. So the story. After Cain and Abel, Adam and Eve went on to have many more children. These children had families of their own, and soon the world was full of people. The people who lived on the earth now had forgotten about God. Instead, they chose to reject God and live wicked lives. This made God very sad, and he became very sorry that he made people. God decided that he would send a flood so he could start over. At that time, there was one man who had not forgotten God. His name was Noah. Noah was a good man who loved God. God said to Noah, "People are doing wicked things. I am sorry I made them. I will be sending a flood to destroy the world so I can start over." God gave Noah instructions to build an ark. The ark was a large boat to be made of cypress wood and coated with tar inside and out. It had to be a certain height, width, and length. It would have rooms, a roof, and a door. God told Noah to put 2 of every unclean animal and 7 pairs of every clean animal on the ark, and enough food to feed Noah, his family, and all the animals. The instructions God gave Noah must have seemed so strange to him, but he didn't question it. Other people must have mocked Noah. He would have looked silly building a great big boat when there had never been a flood on the earth before. But Noah trusted God and he obeyed him. When Noah had finished building the ark, he loaded in all the food, all the animals, and his own family. There were only 8 people on the ark: Noah, his wife, and their 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives. Then God shut the door, and the rain began to fall. It rained for many weeks. The ark floated on water high above all the land, many feet higher than the highest mountain peak. Then, after 40 days and nights, the rain stopped. Little by little, the water began to subside. Noah and his family and all the animals had floated safely in the ark for 150 days. God sent a great wind over the earth, and the waters gradually began to evaporate and dry up. Soon the ark came to rest on the top of Mount Ararat. After another 40 days, Noah opened the window and sent out a raven. The big, strong bird flew quickly across the water. However, it did not find a place to rest. Since there was only water, the raven returned to the ark. "7 days later, Noah took a dove and let her fly out the window. The dove flew about for a short time. But she, like the raven, could not find anywhere to rest. She too flew back to the ark. Noah waited another week and then sent a dove out of the window again. Noah and his family waited anxiously. At last the dove came to the window of the ark. In her beak was an olive leaf, which she had picked from a tree. Seven days later, Noah sent out the dove again. This time, she did not come back. She had found good food and a place to live. Noah and his family no doubt wondered when they could leave the ark. God had shut the door, and only God could open it again. Then one day, when the sun was shining very brightly, Noah heard a creaking sound. The door was slowly opening and swinging back wide. God had opened the door. 8 happy people left the ark and began walking on dry land again. Then all the animals left the ark too. What a sight that must have been. Elephants and hippos came lumbering out. Lions, tigers, sheep, dogs, and cats came bounding down the ramp, bumping into each other in their eagerness to leave. There was a whirring of wings as eagles and other great birds flew off into the sky, and there must have been a lot of noise. Horses neighing, lions roaring, dogs barking, everything happy to be free at last. All the animals came out of the ark and hurried away to make new homes for themselves. Noah and his family built an altar, and Noah made a special offering to God, thanking him for saving their lives. God gave Noah and his family a promise. Never again will I send a great flood to destroy all living things. Suddenly, the sky was lit by a beautifully colored rainbow. The colors were brilliant red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. This is a sign to remind you always of my promise, said God. Whenever you look up and see a rainbow in the sky, think of my promise to you. So each time we see a rainbow, we can remember God's many promises to us. What a loving God He is. So we have a variety of activities for you depending on your interest and your age level. We have 2 coloring pictures. One is of all the animals in the ark, or some of them anyways, and the other is Noah seeing the rainbow, and basically that's a reminder for all of us about God's promises to us. We also have 2 crafts for you, and the first is Noah's Ark. And what you will need for Noah's Ark is a plate, a paper plate, the templates, some scissors, stapler, glue, and various things to color with. So you want to print the template. So there are 2 templates, and one is of some animals. You can choose which animals you want to put on Noah's Ark, in Noah's Ark. And the other is the top part of the ark. So you can see that's what this is right here. Okay, so the first thing you want to do after you've printed the templates and colored them, you're going to take a paper plate and fold it in half. just like I've done here. And my ark stands up because I have cut it across on the bottom. So it's flat. And then like that. So once you've cut it across there, you can use paint. I didn't bring out paint today, brown paint, or brown markers, and basically color or paint both sides of your ark. You can then staple the sides. I have stapled the sides so it stands up, the ark stands up, or you can glue them. You will also then, you're going to cut halfway through here, halfway through the, see I've cut just part of the fold about halfway. So the top part of the ark has this brown part. It's also brown as well. So you've already cut this out, and you can see, and you've colored it or painted it. And you can see where the dotted lines are. You're going to cut that, only that up part here, because that will allow it to fit into, here this shows you. Just cut this part because you're going to fit that into the plate that's already cut halfway. You want to glue the two pieces like that together, and then you've got this little piece like that, and that is going to slip in to where the cut piece of the plate is. So it goes like that. It fits in like that. And then you can glue all of the whatever animals you want on the ark. So there you have Noah's Ark. The second craft is the rainbow. And what you will need here is a paper plate again, some markers, a hole puncher, some scissors, and some yarn. So basically cut the plate in half, then use a marker or a pencil to draw the different colored rings that you're going to do, and then you can color them in. So it's good to plan out the lines before you do the coloring. And in the center of this, I've put God keeps his promises. And I've also done that on the back, God keeps his promises. You can use then a hole puncher and some cut yarn, tie it, and then you can hang it up as a reminder of God's promises to us. We also have some other activities for you. And we have a maze, a word search, and a crossword. So this week, remember God keeps his promises. The rainbow reminds us of God's promise that he will never again send a flood to destroy all living things. God saves us, and God loves us. Have a great week.